Escape Radio. Escape Radio. Escape Radio. Escape Radio.
Yeah. This is K-Sun, Escape Radio 95.9. You already know what it is. We have S.T.R.A.P once again in the building, and we have Samuel Davis.
Wait.
Formerly known as Big Sam.
Yeah, now he's a.k.a. King Sam.
King Sam.
Okay,
King Sam.
King Sam,
Samuel
okay.
David, Big Sam. Daddy's what my kids call me. We just living.
Okay, yeah. Daddy's with the kids, so you got kids. Hey, we out here doing it for the kids, right? So, let's just get right to the gist of it. You guys coming here to promote the new video by Andre, and a lot of people have seen the the snippet of it. So give us a little bit of what's behind the video. Listen, that you guys, and we played that track back when S.T.R.A.P came back on. So we was always supporting. Josh is on the Snapchat right now.
Hey, you gotta document everything you do nowadays.
You gotta document.
So just tell us a little bit about the video and what the people can look forward to this week.
Should I go first?
S.T.R.A.P, tell him, man. Talk to him.
All right.
Talk to him, B.
This video it's gonna be a spectacle. First of all,
okay. Keyword of the day.
Spectacle.
Spectacle.
It's gonna be an occasion.
Okay.
It's gonna be a celebration to life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those visuals, motion pictures that you have to just get drenched in that moment. We going very minimal with what we're gonna present, because this is a spoiler alert. It's gonna be shot in like a two-place. It's a two-place situation. One is gonna be in a record store. The other is gonna be somewhere else that we won't mention. But
so then what? We did see the record store, and I really like what Andre. How do you pronounce Andre's last name again?
K. Meyer.
Shout out to Fiction Media.
Fiction Media. You did some videos for me back then, and
before he got that new camera.
Oh, he's getting the new camera. And Andre, by the way, if you listen to this, when are you gonna release the video with XV? But anyway, this is not about XV right now. It's about Big Sam. And once again, tell everybody too about how do you feel like, I really feel like I like how the record store and the vibe of the track kind of blend in together, and all the effects, really people don't realize there's a lot of time that goes into those little details of the outline and all that stuff. So
hey, I'll tell you for sure, like first the visual gives a whole different feeling to the actual song.
Right.
Like when I first heard the song, like I was like, okay, I'm feeling real bossy mafioso in this place, and then we shot the video and it gave it a real
a whole
gave it a vibe.
I think so too, man.
Third dimension.
Third
dimension. Okay. Okay.
And just to piggyback what he said, like the whole record store just embodies the title. You go to a record store, you have to listen to these vinyls, dig through crates. It's a patience game if you're looking for what you want. Okay. We're in a time where everything is fast. We're in the microwave era. Like people don't want to sit down and enjoy and smell the roses. Sometimes you gotta like see amazing stuff happen before you. Like you woke up, like you growing every day. You growing, like your nails grow, your hair grows, small amazing things. So what we're trying to embody in that record store, and you see a lot of context clues, a lot of like old little symbolisms, like a Prince, like Bob Marley. That's timeless, and that's what we're trying to embody in that listen, because what he's saying, what I'm saying, is worth replay value.
Yeah,
it's worth you going.
So
back to
the video itself, who came up with the actual concept, or was it like a group effort kind of deal?
It was a round table thing. I came up with the storyboarding, and then we met up at a coffee spot, and then we toured down the different compartments in each scenery that we were trying to depict, because we want to, like, Sam wants to be portrayed as Sam because he has a brand. And I want to be portrayed as my brand, and also Fiction Media wants to portray their lens, because that's the third eye. That's the one that captures everything. We looking at Fiction Media's world because he's the guy catching the camera. You have to think about the three dimensions.
Of course.
So it's us. We inviting him to our life. So him capturing that is the best. That's the trio right there.
So what we're gonna do?
Pretty much how it went down. S.T.R.A.P had a strong vision behind the joint. Don't let him be humble with it, right? He had a very strong vision. He wanted to sit me down and go through it, and I told him, you know what? That's not my forte, right? I'm gonna really go with the flow type of guy, and I could appreciate him respecting that piece, because even with the storyboard and the whole treatment we had ready for the visuals, it was real dope to watch some things happen real organic. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
like,
man.
It was real solid.
So what we're going to do for the viewers and the listeners who have not even heard this track, we're going to go ahead and play the track right now, and produced by a Big Kid
and JJ. Actually, primarily it's produced by JJ, and then the synthesizers on the hook and all these other things with Big Kid.
Synthesizers came off.
Yeah,
So let's go ahead and play the track. Listen, you guys can actually listen to it. And we're going to take a real quick break. Make sure y'all guys actually listen to it. Don't just hear it. You know what I'm saying? Listen to all the sonics.
You're saying listen a lot.
Listen
To listening about listening.
Listen.
Hey, listen to listen. Listen.
So let's
listening?
The track is
Listen
called
right
Listen
now.
by S.T.R.A.P and King Sam. You like go by King Sam or Samuel David?
Hey, man.
Either
This
one.
song, you got King Sam.
King Sam, man. Let's go. Escape Radio
God body.
95.9. Escape the norm. Escape your mind. Yeah.
Break.
I'm the verbal magician, assessing all these cadavers in the midst of gathering beats to come and devour mission.
Yeah. We're back once again. Escape Radio, K-Sun 95.9. You know, we're having a good time back here. You know, we got some juice. And right now, that was track right there was Listen by S.T.R.A.P and King Sam. And you guys, I hope you guys like that track. And, it was a sample by Good Times, I believe. And King Sam's going to tell you a little bit more about, how he feels about, music nowadays. And the reason why he decided to change his name from Big Sam to now King Sam. So he's going to give his opinion on that real quick.
Word. Yeah. Let's hit the name change first, man. Went from Big Sam to Samuel David to King Sam, right? Very interchangeable. Really, it was about growth, to tell you the truth, right? Samuel David is my biblical, right? Birth name, right? Samuel was a prophet in the word. David was a king.
Yeah.
Right? I won't get too much into the religion. I will keep things spiritual when we need to, but that name is very powerful to me, right? It's my real life name. It's my son's name as well.
Okay.
King Sam is just, a lot of folks, it's funny, man. Folks feel like I say King Sam in the most cocky sense, like I'm the king, like I'm a king, right? We all kings, we all gods. We just got to respect that piece, man. And King Sam just really derives from being the king of my own.
So
right,
the question
king
is,
of my own,
what literature have you been reading since from the Big Sam? Because obviously, you sound very conscious.
Yeah,
But what kind of literature have you been reading to open up that third shock, that third eye? You know what I'm saying? I call it the first one.
The first one, the third one, whatever you want to call it, man. It's all relative to how you see things, right? And I read a lot, though, man. I could go for days on some of the things I read, man. I love the 48 Laws, right? I love what Robert Greene brings to it, right? I love the Master Key System, man. I even read the Bible, the Quran, man. Everything, man.
Yeah.
Anything that you could gain knowledge from is key.
So you on Tupac's reading list, basically?
Man, was that Pac's reading list?
Most likely. Machiavelli.
Man, really, I just go to...
that was a good book.
Yeah.
Machiavelli was dope. It was dope.
Yeah.
And I just pretty much take my books and then in my Google Play Store, it'd be like, you might also like, and I just go from there.
Okay.
Right?
I
read a lot, though, too, man. I read a lot of books on leadership, right? To recognize how you can move through different scenarios and scenes, right? Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what do you guys think? Okay, so for like this track, I know S.T.R.A.P was talking about how, you guys obviously want to go back to that analog kind of feel. When you look at the video, you see the record players, and you want to get the analog. And it's crazy because just before I was here, just before I was here, I was on Netflix, and I always watch documentaries. And I was watching this documentary talking about how people are always on their phone and stuff now. And there's this guy, and he lives his life like just analog, and he he's writing a book, and he's pops up the typewriter, like everything. He doesn't use it's kind of like Amish in a sense, but when you see that video, it's kind of like bringing it back to that traditions.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Why that's important?
First of all, man, I want to just tip my hat, not in the literal sense, but for you noticing the analog feel, because that's what we used to master this song. We didn't use software. We went hard.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
And that's the weird part. When I was in the studio with my engineer, shout out to Mixmaster Jacob Mueller. It's actually Mueller. He corrected me. It's German. But
German.
So he I was like, you know what? I want that dirty feel. I want that RZA,
cracking up back
that
there. I don't know what
RZA
they
in the
about.
basement feel.
Word.
They back there cracking it up. I'm over.
they probably they know what, but
Yeah.
I want that RZA I'm in the basement feel. Like I want that feel like you know like Quincy Jones telling Michael 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Party all the
Synthesizers.
time.
Why do you think? Why do y'all think
Not
that?
Eddie Murphy. Not.
I
I'm
hit
just
him with the
but
Eddie
his-
Murphy.
Oh my God,
Wow.
Eddie
But
Murphy.
Rick James probably
Yikes.
he used analog.
Yikes.
but
Okay, look, this is the
that's
fact.
how
I just
feel.
realized that Mark Wahlberg was a rapper. Am I like,
Marky Mark?
and
I
the
didn't
Funky
know.
Bunch.
Yeah, I didn't
Marky
know.
Mark
My
and
friend
the
just showed
Funky
me.
Bunch,
Yeah.
I feel so
Yeah.
slow. I heard the
Used to
song,
get
but I
busy.
didn't know that was in bars.
He had
Yeah, man.
Feel the Vibrations.
Yeah, he did.
That was like a top
Yeah.
charting song.
Yeah,
I was
He was
young when
flexing
that
the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't know,
Yeah.
man.
But-
He's the
Yeah.
white Will Smith.
Just
But go
going back to what I was saying, like
In a sense,
you
he
could,
was.
you could
And
us-
he is.
right there.
Major key.
God.
That's deep.
It is.
look how chilly.
That's deep.
It
I'm-
is.
That's deep, son.
Like if you listen to music mixed today, it has a certain aesthetic to it. It has a certain feel of it knocks.
Yeah.
Trust me, and thank you for the headphones because the headphones have changed the game of making beats.
Yeah.
You know, like Dr. Dre has incorporated bass because of the Beats headphone. Every beat right now sounds like a Juicy J beat that I listened to when I was a kid. Everything sounds like it was produced by 3-6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, the
the
808s.
thing that
And
makes
they rap like 3-6 too. It's wild. It's
that's
dope.
true. And
It's-
I was listening to this
yeah.
a long time, and it may be prophecy,
Yeah.
but 3-6 was a game changer. The sound that came out of Memphis when we were like in middle school, joining high school. Like I'm older, like 2099.
So I say like I'm
some
older,
people,
right?
Some people that were like, you remember, like you about my age, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
that's the
05,
sound.
yeah.
Everything, and when you listen to like a Bryson Tiller, Strap Soul, it sounds like wow.
Yeah, I like trap songs.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
but you know the reason for that though. Like in all honesty, you want something that sound familiar. You want something that stick,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Like you think about like when our generation was growing up and we vibed to tunes, like it was dope and it was dope to our parents. Even
Yes.
some of them old school joints because
Yeah,
it reminded
yeah,
you of
yeah.
something.
Right.
Even listen to like J. Cole, he's sampling Missy and TLC and it sound dope because it
nostalgia.
reminds you of something, right?
Exactly, exactly.
And these flows that these cats is coming with. Nobody's really got a new flow. Like cats sound like somebody
yeah,
before,
man.
but they put a twist
Like
on it.
Future. What about? I mean, Future and what's it, Designer?
That's different. I mean, that's not even. I'm not even going because that's
That's
a different level of
metamorphosis.
talent.
It's like
Like,
a
it's-
metamorphosis.
it's ill.
Okay.
Like it
Well,
depending on the plane you're looking at. Like that
It's a
type of stuff can be
metamorphosis.
really dope. But I'm speaking on like this double time flow with the give it
the-
like
the-
that.
the-
Like
so,
that's
like, yeah.
reincarnated.
Because see, that's what I was gonna say
Can
is
I
that.
add something to him? Sorry.
Yeah,
if
go
it's
ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
say people need to give the Migos credit for being
Yeah, definitely.
game changers.
Shouts out to
They
Quavo, man.
influenced Drake and Versace
Oh,
with
influence
the
the whole
double
game.
time.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
when
not
Drake
getting paid
gets
off.
something,
Mhm.
trust me, it becomes mainstream.
He's gonna run with it.
Every little kid that has Fruity Loops in his room is gonna study because Drake is
Yeah.
a technician. He's gonna learn you and
Yeah.
do you. Like if you listen to Wizkid, I've been listening to Wizkid for 5. I put him on Wizkid like in 2011, and everything in Views has a Wizkid-esque, a Popcorn-esque, a Mavado-esque, a Vibes Cartel-esque, and Drake, he's a genius, man.
He's a genius, man.
Just studying
You heard it
and
right
getting
here.
studying Big Sean on the super duper flow back when we back then.
Yeah, super.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
remember
I
that?
remember
And then he
Super
did first name
Probably
ever,
famous, too.
last name because he's a technician. And
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: when do you draw the line between biting and being technician?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna ask you that.
you know, there's nothing.
Especially when you taking from cats that's in the same generation as you and you in the studio with them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
say,
true.
let's say I
Yeah.
walk into the studio with you
Yeah.
and I hear the same flow you use on your joint.
Yeah.
Where's that creative line driven between me using the exact same flow you use
Yeah,
versus
that's
using
true.
a different creative flow? Now, don't get me wrong. I think either one is dope, right? Because it's just artistic expression either way. But
Yeah.
when is that line driven, and when did that line get erased?
I would say this:
Even, right?
if you a student of art, if you see the Renaissance days, the Rococo days, the romanticizing days, artists always were biting each other. It's not new. It's not new.
That's
They
true
know
because
ideas
look at
original.
hip hop.
Yeah, there's
Hip-hop
nothing.
started
Yeah,
like off
there's
of-
nothing.
of
When
violence.
Rakim came out with that flow that took the counting away. Hi, my name is Trap. And Rakim was fluid. We had a Nas that was bought from that.
That's true.
A KRS. Like people like Drake open doors.
Yeah.
Because he's pop. He's popular.
Man,
Yeah.
nah. I'm gonna pause you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go even before Drake because I can't even give Drake. And again, as an artist, I respect what
Yeah.
the man does. But I tell you, like when I look at what this generation has been defined by, I give it to Andre 3000
Yeah.
and Kanye West.
Most definitely.
Right,
Yeah.
because
Most
you
def.
got twofold things going on there. You got
Most def.
you got that sing songy thing going on, and then you
Yeah.
got the nothing but like real raps. Like I could rap about my wife in songs, and it's hot these days.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly,
You know what I mean? Like, that's
exactly,
crazy.
Exactly.
And I can sing about it.
I'm gonna just push this pop filter right here and just coach
Right there.
Word.
And even before,
Word.
even
I was
before,
like,
even
Word.
before Kanye,
Word.
the father of Kanye and Andre is Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You listen
Yeah.
to listen to like we grew up with Five Dog, R.I.P. You know, we grew up to Q-Tip.
Yeah.
These were people rapping about relax yourself, relax yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How, you know, talking about I like them black, Puerto Rican, and Asian. I grew up listening to that, just being yourself.
Zulu
Yeah.
Nation.
We got La Zulu.
That's
like,
a good-
and,
that's
and,
a
and,
good
and you see
CD.
they were all vibrant and with their colors. They're wearing whatever they want to wear. They were
Yeah.
the first people
Mhm.
wearing the shikis in videos.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
They were very in tune
those
with the
are the
African.
fathers. Those are the
side.
fathers of like. If you even ask Andre 3 Stacks, if we also the necessary the documentary on Netflix with the whole thing with Sleepy Brown organized noise, right?
Yeah.
And they'll say they wanted to be Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's think about this real quick, because
Word.
what you guys are saying to me is that hip hop and everything in life it's like a tree. And
Yeah.
obviously there's
Yeah.
one seed, and then there's a tree, and everybody branches off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then obviously the question is who influences you?
Word.
You see,
Word.
so where
Word.
did you guys get your spark from? Like, you know, my thing always kind of like one of my pet peeves is like when rappers like on interviews and like, oh, who inspired you rap? Like, man, I like Neil Young or Hot Chili Peppers. They would say that to be
Man.
cool. Like, yeah, you might
Yeah,
like Neil
yeah.
Young,
But you don't
but
sound like
what influenced you to rap? You know, Neil
Hall and
Young
Oates.
does not. Yeah, you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Hall and Oates,
They're
son.
not Hall
Rich
and Oates
girl.
are not rappers.
Miss Fat
They
Bottom.
can inspire you like
right.
if it's like a producer, but like who
Yeah.
like inspired you to want to
Man.
rap? What rapper?
Man, it was quite a bit. I remember growing up, man. I loved the East Coast because the lyrics, but I hated it because the beats was whack shit to me. Right? Can I cuss? Is that cool?
Like this guy.
You just got edited.
Yeah,
No,
you
don't.
gotta edit, yeah, we gotta
Okay.
edit.
Okay. But then I love the West Coast because the beats was knocking, right? But when I look at what really made me want to rap, man, I remember like Biggie's probably my favorite rapper. Jay-Z's my all-time favorite when it boils down to it. But Mace had this flow.
Oh.
Like Mace had this
Fabulous,
ill
yeah.
flow about him, man. Fabulous, right?
Ain't no-
Cameron,
Young
man.
Fly
Like them is probably my
Fly-
favorite. Then of course while rapping, right? You got like the Locks. I love the Locks. Jadakiss was ill. Is ill rather.
Definitely.
Man, yeah, but Mace. Mace. I gotta put
Mace.
Mace.
like.
What about you,
Wow.
Strap? What is the
Man.
couple, 3 or 4?
It's funny that we grew up in the same era, even though we grew up in different parts of the world. But
Word.
like Mace and Diddy, like I was
Yeah.
Okay.
Diddy.
like seriously.
Diddy
Hold
got-
on real quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
Hey, no way out. Diddy was.
There was no weak verse
Yeah,
that Diddy
Entourage
ever
is
rapped because he
rowdy.
really paid. Like there was never a weak verse that I heard Diddy ever spit out.
Nah, because he's Diddy and Diddy can't spit a whack verse. Don't even say nothing
he
after that.
cannot
It's Diddy.
rap. He cannot rap any bad.
We going places.
Yo.
Shout out to Diddy,
Yo,
man.
Diddy
What
was
about the Drake
my.
and Diddy beef you think about?
Like, let me
that?
tell you.
Oh,
hold
yeah.
up,
Shout out
hold
to
up,
Diddy,
wait.
man.
I don't want to get into that sticky. Hold up. Hold up.
Shout out to
I'm not
Diddy,
talking about
man.
no
Bad
beef
boy,
right
baby.
now.
Take that.
But,
Take that.
I would say Diddy influenced. Like I never seen anybody with charisma dancing to a song where his
Yeah.
friend is rapping and he's just doing this to a video.
You know, he used
And
to be a
he's just-
dancer, though,
Yeah, he
right?
was a good dancer.
was,
Yeah.
No,
but
I didn't.
Hey, yo, even if you think about it now, right? You
He's-
look at like the Jiggers, man. You look at the Diddies. You look at like the 50s. Who else has aged in hip hop, right?
yeah, yeah.
Timbaland, Snoop, right?
Oh, Timbaland.
Dr. Dre. Like a
Wayne's
lot of them
age.
cats look mad old. Like, and it's all respect due. But when you look at Diddy, like Diddy still looks like he's
That's
that
true.
cat dancing
He's
in that
like
shiny
Pharrell.
suit.
Does.
Like,
he's
yeah,
like
like
a
for
Pharrell.
real, he has not aged
They're
one
both
bit, man.
vampires. That's all that
Run
is.
to the-
Yo,
you run.
and that's
Hey.
ill, and it gives you energy. Like when you looking up, and it's like, yo, because I remember historically, like rappers couldn't age. You know what I mean? Like
true.
you
Right
was
now,
an
we aging
old
like
rapper.
dogs,
You was an
man.
old rapper, but you got cats that's been in the game for years. That's really game changers, tastemakers, and they still getting busy.
Yeah.
true.
Like that's
True.
dope as hell to me.
So what we're gonna do? We're kind
Like-
of gonna change the topic real quick, and we're gonna change the topic a little quick, and we're gonna try to figure out like what do you guys think? Obviously, rap has been around, since 70s.
Yeah.
Where do you guys think hip hop is going? Because obviously, technology is always,
Mm-hmm.
the leader of our society. You
Yeah.
see like 50 years ago, nobody would understand anything about texting and driving.
Yeah.
So just like how like in the early, like when hip hop started, you could not have bass produced in certain speakers. So where do you guys think hip hop is going, and where do you think hip hop should go? Because at the end of the day, we really don't want to move forward and have old boom bap kind of style because we've already done that. How can we progress hip hop to make it? Yeah.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Right. It's funny because hip hop was supposed to be around for 5 years, something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But what's dope is that hip hop is one of the few genres, I think the only genre maybe, that's got subgenres out the yang. Excuse my language again. That's two. I'm getting fined out this joint. But it's the one genre that's got mad subgenres, right? It's constantly evolving. Even when I look at like the old school days, you look at the four elements of the hip hop, right? You got the break dancing,
graffiti,
you got the graffiti, you got the DJ, you got the music,
the b-boys.
You got the same thing these days, but it's hard because you got that generational gap, so folks don't recognize it. One could say that because we still got graffiti out there. But one could say that
and
tattoos.
By the way, graffiti was the first form of art because cavemen were blowing art on the wall, which is graffiti.
Hieroglyphics and whatnot, right?
There's history factor right there.
Word, cheat code. But no, real life, you think about it, man. You could say tattoos is graffiti in some respect, right? You could say Tidal, these type of streaming services is the DJ. Right, the elements are still there wholeheartedly. You got folks whipping and nay-nay. Granted, I don't really do all them joints. I'm a little older. Sometimes I might, what's the joint? The folks. I hit that with my kids every now and then.
How is the folks? How do you do the folks? Because I know the kids, you just kind of like.
You got to swipe. It's like crumping, right? But you look at it though. You got these dance moves that breakdancing parents was probably looking at them like, what the heck are you kids doing?
But that's
right. But them elements was there. So I say that to say hip hop's never going anywhere, man. Hip hop defines cultures and defines generations. It's gone mainstream on a level where you got older Caucasian males asking, yo, what is a dab? And then you break it down and kind of explain it and where it derives from. I hit that dab and I'm coughing. But now it's a dance move. Cause,
how do you feel about kids? Because I know at our job, how do you feel about kids? Because obviously it came kind of from, from drugs.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? We'll shift this topic because this is something, hip hop, especially like for our people. Society. Like, I work with Big King Sam's wife, and we work here at the Mental Health Association. We run into so many kids who are influenced by hip hop. It's constantly the finger, well, it's hip hop. How do you? It's just a hard topic sometimes. And how do you think we can, as hip hop artists, really help the kids? Because obviously there's rappers and people who talk about this, they selling or all that. How can we be able to help?
Stop being advocates for the prison industrial complex.
Okay,
that's a good answer. That's a Kanye answer.
He said, "I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I'm just go straight to it."
Yeah, because
I see.
See, they'll get paid because I was watching KRS-One lecture. He was talking about how back in the day, like there was two, like when that song "These Are the Breaks" came out with Curtis Blow. That was literally the break in hip hop because you had the people who were. Like the hip hop people who were for the industry, like who wanted to make the money, and the hip hop people who wanted to keep it in the community.
Yeah.
But see, the thing was, what happened? The record labels would go to the people in the community like, "Hey, we want to sign you," and people like, "Nah, this is ours." But what would happen is people were hungry, so they had people like who took the culture, who really were not from the community, and made the same songs. And then those people got signed, and that's when it was the break. So
some of them same things is happening.
And see, that's
to
what
this
happened.
day. Some of them same things is happening in our community.
Monopolized. It was the corporate rappers, you see.
Yeah.
And now we don't really have no more of those rappers say, "Hey," because imagine if we would have kept hip hop to ourselves, not sold out.
Yeah.
You see, so.
Man, it's a responsibility, man. Every artist has, and I say this in all honesty, man. I joke with S.T.R.A.P. I joke with a lot of cats that if I was to hang out with half of these cats for 24 hours, would I see the stuff you rapping about, right? And if so, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. But it's like, it's you get to a point where a lot of cats just do it because it sound good. Right?
Yeah,
you can't.
I like that.
You can't be
we gotta repeat that real quick.
This is King Sam talking. You can't be the plug and I pull up at taco shop and you make him messing up my order. You know what I mean? Like, you got to represent it with true honesty, man. And cats are afraid to be themselves because they feel like you got to run with the trend. But really, I mean, it's a million people that can relate to what you're talking about, no matter what you're talking about, right? They might not you, but they can relate, man. And it irks the hell out of me when I see these cats, man. And and they talk about the destruction we've seen in the community, and I'm heavy in the community. Shameless plug, right? I'm really about this stuff. You know what I mean? And it drives me crazy when I see cats that's destroying the community proactively and purposeful.
Yeah.
Right. Whether it be through the language they use in their music, and I get explicit, right? But I keep it from that vulgar, right? And when you got cats that's degrading our women, in every way, shape, or form like that stuff is garbage.
So this is what I'm gonna get to this because like. Getting my master's degree in social work. This is kind of the reason why, because I had a strong thing for hip hop.
Round of applause for you getting a master's.
Yeah.
People be celebrating
that's
people
major.
in jail.
That's
People
major,
be
son.
celebrating people leaving
That's
jail,
major,
but we
son.
don't want to clap for somebody.
That's major,
who's
son.
getting a master's.
That's major.
Round of applause,
Hey,
my
black
brother.
excellence.
My brother.
Black
Okay,
excellence.
keep going,
Hey, thank you, man. But this is about y'all right now, and I want to ask y'all like, because I heard a quote and say you want to change hip hop, you have to change society, and like what Sam was saying, why people want to hear that music. I want to hear you guys' take, because I always feel like the same reason why people want to hear that, grimy, nasty, verbal kind of music,
Right.
and not hear that conscious stuff is for the same reason why people want to go to Burger King and not go to the vegan joint.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But
It's
why?
easier to get. Look, I'm gonna pass the joint to Strap here in a second, but I was having this conversation where you look at those cats that's really got a voice and are really making an impact, right? If I was to mention at a mainstream level, like a Kendrick, a J. Cole, a Lupe, Ab-Soul, right? You got your Big Crits, right? You got folks that are really speaking isms. Killer Mike, right? They're really speaking isms out there, and they are not oversaturating you with music, right? You get the album, and then you got to sit on that joint for a minute, because you do indeed got to soak it up. But what happens is you got that fast food music where you got cats putting out 5 different songs a week, right? And you run around and you got 10 mixtapes out one summer. Your songs blend into each other. They knock. I'm jamming, but I'm not gaining nothing from it.
I think that right there was excellent. Fast, because that's exactly what it is. People
fast
want
food
it
music,
fast.
man.
People want fast, man.
Yeah.
I really like that, man. Fast food.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense because people are so impatient nowadays. Like what
They
you were
mad
saying.
impatient.
And
exactly.
I need something more, man. J. Cole hasn't released nothing. It's been only like a year or so.
It's
Like,
been
you
a
know
year.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Be patient.
I almost fell into the trap too. I was like, yo, I gotta hurry up and drop a new joint, and I was like, nah, sit on that. Sit on Grammy night. You feel me?
Yeah.
man.
Sit on Futuristic Past. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like let that
Futuristic
soak
Past.
in. Let that soak in before you hungry again. You full right now,
Yeah.
right? You full right now.
So we're going. Go ahead. I was just going to take a quick.
Okay, go ahead. I'm about to go in on the next one.
Okay,
We
so
about
we're
to
going to
see.
look.
I done
J5
hijacked
got
the-
something special. We're going to take a quick break, and we're just going to play Listen again for the viewers who just now tuning in.
No, let's play.
Ooh, that's 5.
Sorry.
That's 5.
That's like
Alright.
Ching!
$5,000.
Hey, when you drop this video, you're gonna have to put one of them little tickers in the corner.
Let's play Big Sam's
Okay. You got the clean version?
Victory lap.
Victory
Oh
Lap.
no, not victory lap. You talking about that one last win?
Last win.
One last
Play that
win.
one last version.
I got
Play
the
that
clean
last
version.
one, and,
I'll get you the clean version.
Okay, last win. Okay, let's play that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play that one, and we're going to take a quick break, and J5 going to hit the question.
I was kind of like, you got me.
Congested. Baby said it sound like your head full. I'm trying to focus, overthinking. Damn, she right my head full with trying to save the world. Spending time with my baby girl, providing for the needs of my fam. So to worry about you rap niggas, I be damn. Imagine me and my feelings, cause of how you feeling. No matter what, I feel great. I wish y'all could understand my understanding. My mental's in a different place.
Yeah. Once again, we are back. K-Sun, 95.9 The State Radio. That joint right there was King Sam. The joint right there was King Sam.
One last
One
win.
last
One
win.
One
Victory.
last win, victory, man. So make sure you guys have a victory in your life right now. Yeah.
Word.
Sorry, we making it gospel.
Word.
Make sure you have a victory in life. So over the break, we was talking about several different things. Whether or not people were signed to who or whatnot. But also, J5 had a question.
Oh, I had a lot of questions.
J5 got a
go
lot of
ahead,
So-
man. Don't be holding out on the questions, man. We sitting there quiet and shoot.
Hey, because I was kind of waiting towards the end because I don't know if they're gonna answer these, but
Come
because
on.
okay,
Skip your
so
mind.
I know
Skip
like
radio, skip the norm, skip your mind.
this guy, but like the local scene here, it's kind of rough. Because if you go to Kansas City, it seems like everyone has a stronger support system.
Mhm.
Why do you think the support system in Wichita, Kansas is so weak?
Can I speak on that?
Go for it, man.
Let me first say, I wouldn't say it's weak. I think it's a natural thing that happens when you're close to people, It's the same with like family, right? It's the same reason why you shouldn't do business with family, right? Because they know everything about you in some way, shape, or form. Everybody's related. It's the 6 degrees of separation here. So when cats get into that support talk, it's tough because there is a support that's there. Yeah. But folks look out for like Facebook likes and things like that for support. But the real support is in the people. It's in the numbers, right? When you at these shows and you got, I don't care if I got 50 or 500 people there, right? The love is there. No matter how many folks is there. And really if you're doing it for the right reasons, then that support comes tenfold. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I can't honestly say that there's no support in Wichita, Kansas. I can just say that there are opportunities for that support to increase to maximum levels. But you also got to think about this. Yeah. There's 100,000 rappers in this town.
That's true. Everyone and their mama's a rapper.
You know what I mean? And everybody and their mama got family and their cousins. So you might even see pockets of more support, hip-hop artists to hip-hop artists than you may see from the public, because for the public, it's tough. You already got cats that don't want to say they got more than one favorite artist at a mainstream level, let alone at the crib, right? But when you look at like the support that's amongst peers, it's there, right? But it's tough because everybody raps. Like,
Shep, what'd you think?
Yeah, I would say this, just piggybacking off what he said, because what he said he took the words out of my mind.
Boy, kicking knowledge tonight.
Yeah, like
King Sam,
and I'm facing this.
Can you beat that?
I'm not. It's not competition.
I mean, it's not competition.
that man won. But
stop it.
I would say like I'm facing the same dilemma when it comes to me selling my music to the African community.
Definitely.
Because to them,
Uganda, shouts out.
Yeah, shout out to Uganda, Kampala, Kisasi, where I'm from.
Word.
Place I was raised.
The motherland.
Yeah. So selling my product to them, especially it's the hardest thing to sell is somebody that knows you already.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
They know you as S.T.R.A.P.
Yeah.
So you come into them as a brand like S.T.R.A.P. How do they digest that and take it serious? So that's when
that's a good point, man.
It's real life.
I had to understand that my family, my friends are not my fans.
Okay, there you go.
That's a good distinction.
Very true, bro.
My family, my friends, my neighbors are not my fans. My fans, I have to work for that, and I love staying in that underdog.
I think I'm gonna go in and talk a little bit if you don't mind, because what you guys both have really good answers to that question, and what you just said right there is what I tell a lot of artists that I work with is that, hey, you know what I'm saying, I do metaphors. So like if you went to school with Kanye West,
right,
you would not be this big Kanye West fan because you know Kanye West, like how you said.
The magic.
You say, I know Kanye.
And you might even be slightly envious.
Exactly.
Right,
true.
exactly.
Because that could have been me.
And that's and that's where I was going.
And that's
like,
how the local people kind of don't.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I was going. Like right now, I've found the common ground of realizing that. Sorry, I found that common ground of realizing that it's okay if somebody that you grew up with cannot see your vision, because they are living their fears through you.
Okay.
Word.
Like if you're trying to be like I was trying to be an athlete for about 16 years, 17 years of my life. And the people that are older than me try to be athletes, but they had injuries, and they were telling me, "Oh, dog, you need to stretch before this. You need to do this. So you need to do that." So they're living their fears through me, because in life we don't know what page is next for us.
Word
so
to life.
It's the same thing as rap, right? Or music in a town like this. It's a small town.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Well, wait. You can't say that, because our town is actually in the top, I believe, top 30.
No,
in the United States. It's actually extremely big.
But
it's just spread out.
It's a small city,
demographic wise, I think we got like 11% African American.
Yeah,
I could be off by the number, right?
And
when you look at that community,
and I don't want to,
it shrinks it a little bit.
And I don't want to I don't want to break the analytics of demography to music, because music is music. Music will hit you regardless. I've listened to some rock music that really hit my soul.
But I'll tell you, I gotta say, we are in the Bible Belt. We're in a Republican state. They ain't messing with the hip hop that heavy. But right, you know what I mean. Like,
but you know, like just going from what I was saying before I was sidetracked.
My bad.
I feel like hip hop or any form of music, to get the support in your town, you gotta make it first.
Question. So speaking of support, because I know
you gotta make it.
I know
first.
Chris was talking about how when XV was performing at one
XV
was performing, and J. Cole went up to him and was like, you know, don't worry about it, huh?
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah, because All right, so back when, man, this was like, I'm not too sure, but it was back when Plies came and Cali Swag District.
Yeah.
And J. Cole came back when J. Cole was, just nobody really knew him too much.
Yeah, yeah.
But he performed and XV performed. This is XV's first time, getting signed to Warner Bros.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd wasn't hyped.
Yeah.
And when he got backstage, him and J. Cole were close. They have songs together. And J. Cole told XV, this is what XV told me. J. Cole went to XV and said, hey, don't worry, they do the same thing in my town.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
So that's the same crab in the barrel mentality
They
because
I mean, it's crazy.
If you strap that walks down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and the next time you make it, let's say I'm in Kampala, right?
Yeah.
You have to understand that we suffer in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
but they're rich people.
Mhm.
Don't let the media lie to you. Not everybody's.
Oh, I know some people who have butlers,
Yeah.
and beachfront
Exactly.
property.
People
no
are
joke.
rich, but there's that population that struggles. If
Yeah.
I was that kid, that I'm a common feature, because I believe in less is more,
Yeah.
Word.
and I believe my
Definitely.
prison is a
Simplicity.
prison.
simplicity.
Word.
is the
I believe
last
my
thing.
prison is a prison. If I'm around you, like
Yeah.
a friend of mine told me, it could have been him or he told me, like, bro, if he's in the same room with you, he's not that special.
Explain.
Think about this. We grew up idolizing. All of us grew up.
Okay,
If
I
it's
get
not
what you
Jesus,
just said.
if it's not
I
the
get
what you
president,
just said.
if it's not anything, but if you're in the same room as the president and you could touch him,
I feel what
Yeah.
you
you could be the president.
Okay.
Word.
I
If
see
I'm
what
in the
you're saying.
same room as Jay-Z and I'm soaking up and I'm interning in Rock Nation,
Word.
of course he
Exactly.
will not give me every trick.
Exactly.
Hey, you don't even
Yeah.
got to be in the room with you to be everything you could be, man. That's
The
all I want
highest-
you to
yeah,
say.
the highest
But yo,
point,
if
yeah.
I could go back to
Somebody
XV real quick,
Go ahead.
right? Just to kind of highlight something. Like you got a cat that was granted, however you might feel about him is how you feel about him. But you got a cat that was on NBA, 2K,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, man.
Had a Verizon commercial, right? Was signed to
Verizon.
Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah.
From the middle of the map,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And how can you not celebrate the success of somebody that came from the same spot as you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? No matter how you feel about that man, how could you not celebrate that type of success?
Right.
So it's crazy to me when I go back to that support piece, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's super
It's
crazy,
mind-boggling. Like it's bananas to me. And again, you may feel how you may feel about somebody. I might not even rock at your show, but how could I not tell you, yo,
Exactly,
congrats,
man.
G? Like I see you
Exactly,
shining.
exactly.
What's the
It's
cheat code?
respect.
You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like
man.
it-
Exactly.
that's
man.
wild to me. But it goes back to that could be me.
Mm-hmm.
It's an envious kind of thing.
That could
Yeah.
be me.
Yeah, man.
wild.
So
And to the young
It's
rappers
crazy.
out there, man, it's not one spot in rap.
yeah, there's no scarcity.
There's
man.
not one spot in rap. If you go to Europe, there's something called grime.
Yeah.
You go to Chicago, there's something called drill.
Yeah.
You
Drill
come,
music.
you come to Midwest, there's something called chopper.
Yeah.
Tech Nine makes money.
Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
we're
Like,
gonna
it's
switch
not
to the
one
subject
spot.
real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Before I do that too, just real quick, give you guys his SoundClouds out. We'll start with Strap. For people who are listening, like, okay, who are these guys talking, and where can I hear the music? What is your SoundCloud again, Strap?
Listen, number 2, Strap.
Okay, listen to Strap on SoundCloud. Then King Sam, he's gonna find his SoundCloud right now.
No, don't do me like that. I know it. I know it. I know it. It's
That's rough.
SoundCloud, Big Sam 87.
Big Sam
Big Sam 87
87
on all social media, actually. Snapchat,
Yo.
Twitter, Instagram.
Make sure you go follow
Yo,
them.
before,
man.
before I
SoundCloud.
conclude this, man, I want to salute this dude, for real. I was an artist. I think I've not really infiltrated the market out here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've not infiltrated the market back home, but I have a little bit of a fan base, right?
Yeah.
And it took this man right here one message for him to say, send a goddamn song.
Was that his exact message?
No, he said that, send a song. Send a song over. Cool.
Shoot me that joint. That's
So
my
shoot me
my
the
go-to.
joint. That's
Shoot
what
me
he
that
said.
joint.
Shoot me the joint. And then next thing I know, we're in the studio working.
Yeah.
The humility in that, the humbleness that I got from that.
Yeah.
Because I have been with an artist, not on his, because we know Sam. Sam has been a fixture out here for a long time. He may be my age mate,
Yeah.
but his years of grind is probably longer than mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel
Right.
like I'm an NBA player that was drafted at 34.
Ah, shoot.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
a new face, you know what I mean? But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not that new. You know what I mean? I've been
Hey,
doing.
time is
Exactly.
relative.
You know what I mean? I've been playing in Europe. and I'm here. I've been playing in China, and I'm here. You know what I mean?
So
And he didn't not see none of my catalog, not see nothing.
Yeah.
And I know people tell me Sam brushes off. He didn't do any feature. He just didn't do any feature.
Yeah, hell be swerving, man. It's
he
bad.
be curving people.
It's a bad habit.
And he told me to
It's an
send that
honest
joint.
bad
Next thing I
habit.
know, we're somewhere in Derby working on a joint.
Yeah.
Next thing I know is like, yo, we need to shoot this video really quick. You know that? We need to shoot it quick.
Yeah.
And that shows me humility in music.
Okay, so quick question. So this is for King Sam.
Oh man, here we go.
You know,
Here we go.
You watch wrestling, right?
I used to.
So you know about, remember Booker T?
Yeah.
You remember how you went to Booker T and then you went to King Booker in WWE?
Yeah, sure.
So,
I'm with you. I watched it during like the Stone Cold Rock DX Suck It era.
Yeah, I was gonna make a King Booker reference.
I'm listening.
Shout out WWE. But anyway, so how long have you actually been grinding on the rap scene? Because I know you used to play basketball when we went to East High. Shout out to East High. But so how long have you been actually doing the rap game?
Man, when I knew I was garbage at basketball.
What?
No, I'm playing. I was no good at basketball. That's a crazy plug. But nah, man. Back in high school, I was freestyling, battling cats in there. But I probably really took it for real. Probably like 2007, right around that time frame. When I really started kind of getting recording. Shout out to my man, Big Win with Changing Game. We was getting busy. But that's probably when I really started getting to it.
Yeah.
Had to find myself. And I think that's the major part of being an artist is when you find yourself, man. Because we was in this town, and man, everybody was like, "You got a South Dallas swag. You got to make a song that's really for the club." So I found myself kind of chasing that just to get some spins, and them was probably the hardest songs ever to write for me, right? But now that I've kind of even moved from that overall cocky cat, I'm still that dude in the most respectful, humble way. Yeah. But now I just recognize that voice is there, and if I'm gonna say something, I want you to hear it. I want you to feel it.
Yeah.
So it's been I say about 11, almost 11 years.
So you've been at it for a minute.
That is in rap years. Because somebody was trying to equivocate rap as a rapper. Like, hold up. Let me talk my shit, man. Let me talk my shit. Man.
Okay.
Let me talk my shit. Sorry. Let me talk.
He's feeling it.
No cussing.
Let me talk. Like,
that's
really,
$5 per customer.
Really, for like a rapper, if you 30 years old, they amounted to like you like 50 in rap years.
Man, that's crazy. That's not even the same no more though.
That's crazy.
It's not even the same. Like 2 Chainz was in his like mid 30s when he jumped.
Jay-Z, 2
right?
Chainz was a special. It was anomalies.
Exactly.
No, but hip hop is full of them type of like if you look at like you got your freshman 10, right, or whatever the double XL freshman joint. Like them is a lot of young cats, but it's cats that's really making ground starting at like 28, 29. Because again, that time is relative, man.
Exactly.
It's real.
Yeah, because I was doing analytics, and I worked for Emporia State University. I don't want to put that plug in. You could beep that. But when I was doing that, we were doing age, the different analytics. So
it's almost time to wrap up.
So sorry. So what we figured out was the reason why they rap wants a new guy. They always want a new guy. Is because the people they're trying to sell it to are people that don't pay taxes. People that don't pay rent. People that don't pay car payments.
Yeah.
So it's between the age of 16 to about 19, or like that's the main category of where you make the money, where it's not touched. Because when you get older, you have an acquired taste. Like let's say now you closer to like 26, 25, you already know what you want. Nobody could come and just tell you any type of hip hop unless it grows on you, right? But those kids are very influenceable, and that's why they want that new face. That's why you see the most major labels, and I don't want to say this to put a stigma behind me.
Your homie back there
stigma behind me. A stigma behind me. Major labels will look for a young face because they seen the longevity that they could push him to that market.
No, it ain't even longevity on these cats they signing. Like, to be 100, you signing cats with one hit. Right. You signing cats off songs, not even off catalogs. Like, what Chance say? Let's make it so free and the bar so hard, right? Like. That free music is where it's at.
And
that
Chance the rapper
the internet, Chance is getting busy, man. That's a crazy crazy blueprint he's putting out there. You know what I mean? That's super dope. You look at even Vic Mensa. I had no clue that he had a major label bidding war even between Rock Nation and Good Music.
Really?
Like that's
Yeah,
dope,
yeah.
right?
That's dope.
But we had a point at like you don't even got to sign.
No, you don't.
You don't even got to sign.
The
to take it to
internet
that
is
level.
your record label.
Yeah, like that's probably one of my biggest struggles as a hometown artist, a local artist. I hate that term, but I say it as a local artist is, they like you gotta have that one hit. I don't want that one hit because I don't want you to know me off one song.
Exactly.
I want you to be able to recognize the artist, right, and the
Well,
catalog
see,
that comes with that.
So let's give, because we have to wrap up now. And
Word.
if they could, since you said one song, let's just do this one thing. You know, if you had to give the fans one word to describe, you know, your sound, so like, what would be that one word? Maybe 2 or 3, and then we'll wrap up and give shout out to everybody we want to shout out. What would be like those couple of words you would describe your sound to somebody who did not know who you were?
You want to go first, Trap? I'll let you go first, Trap.
Conviction.
All right, conviction.
That's deep.
He's
That's deep. Word. I like that. I say, damn, I've grown a lot.
okay. That would do, man. So, hey, we grown a lot. Escape Radio has grown a lot as well. You can see we got new equipment back here, man. Everybody asking. The new antenna is coming here shortly, so make sure you just keep it locked, man. We got the mix coming up next. We got more from S.T.R.A.P and King Sam.
King Sam.
Found
We can
him
go
on
with
the
I was King
SoundCloud,
Sam
man.
on this interview, but it's Samuel David, man.
Samuel Davis, okay. So make sure you, and it's not no beer.
David.
It's-
David.
Okay,
David. You trying to
Okay.
give me Sammy Davis Jr., baby.
All
Samuel
right, man.
Davis.
So,
Samuel David.
you know, we have fun, man. So make sure y'all escape the norm, escape your mind, man. Right here, S.T.R.A.P, S.T.R.A.P,
We're going to give him a freestyle?
Samuel David.
We'll do that.
After hours.
this. Yeah.
After
Y'all
this.
gotta tune in to the after hours, Escape River after hours to get the freestyles. So right now
Word.
we gotta go. Make sure y'all peep the mix.
Oh yeah.
There's always a mix after the interview, baby. So
Flirting with the fans. Look at them.
let's go. Escape Radio, peace.
One love.
Escape Radio. Escape Radio. Escape the norm. Escape your mind. Escape your mind.